So this week you've announced an extension for Oscar Threlkeld till the end of the season. Any more movements imminent?
Well, firstly, Oscar is a great signing for us. He can play numerous positions, so good to have him on board. He's a great lad, great around the lads as well. Experienced. And we're working on a few other things. So hopefully, maybe one day next week we'll have someone else in.
So nothing before the weekend?
No, nothing before the weekend.
How do you look back on the window so far? There's a week to go.
I think it's been really good. I think the lads that were brought in have all done really well since they've been in the team. Archie and goal have been outstanding. And it's only going to get better. Obviously, when we get the match fit, it'll only give us a bonus for our team and the club.
You've had to be busy, haven't you, because of the situation with all those loanees going back?
Well, it weren't ideal, was it, when we lost 5 players in one goal, one lump sum. So we had to be on the ball and ready for it to go. And we had players in place, to be honest with you, if they did go. Obviously they did, so we worked quickly and we got them in straight away.
Tuesday night's game being called off, was that a good or a bad thing? A good thing to give you a bit more time, but a bad thing, losing that momentum potentially on the back of that terrific win at MK Dons? Yeah,
possibly, yeah. To get the lads in for another week together, training with the lads, getting more fitness in is good for us, obviously, but as you say, the confidence that we got from MK Dons game would have went into the Crew game and we could have possibly got 3 points there, but it weren't meant to be, so we'll just move on to Saturday's game.
You've sort of mentioned this already, but how pleased are you with how quickly so many new faces have slotted in?
I'm delighted. I'm absolutely delighted the way they've slotted in the change room with the lads. That's what you always worry about when you bring new players in. Will it affect the change room? And it has in a positive way. Every one of them settled in really well, like they've been here for the whole season. And as I keep saying, it's only going to get better.
And in a weird way, do you feel that this is your team now?
It's getting that way. Obviously, everyone's going on about Derek's loan players that he brought in, but obviously these are the lads I've brought in now. So it's getting that way that it is my team, and I'll take the blame when they play bad. Not that they will, when he's open.
You've mentioned the experience a couple of times that you've brought in. Do you feel now you've got more actual depth as well?
I think so, yeah. When you look at the squad now, it's a lot stronger. You look around when you bring subs on, and we've got really talented players on the bench waiting to come on, like Brandon. Obviously, when he's match fit, he'll be really, really good. Guion, really good as well. Jed's only going to get better up front. So all over now, we seem to have a really solid squad at the minute, and if we can bring another one and maybe 2 in, we'll be really flying.
Crew would have been a real challenge. They're in really good form. MK Dons were in really good form. Obviously, Colchester struggling at the minute. No disrespect to them, but this is the kind of game that if you want to be playoff contenders again, you've got to win, haven't you?
Well, that's what I said to the lads in the meeting this morning. I said, obviously, they're there for a reason. Obviously, they've got new managers in who are doing really well, and they'll be a totally different animal against us on Saturday. But if we want to, as you say, if we want to get to the playoffs, we've got to beat teams like this, especially at home, and we've got to go on another good run and take us right up the table, which I'm sure we're capable of. It's just how we approach Saturday's game, and we'll have them right at it.
Yeah, that's a really important message, isn't it? Because there's 2 things here. One is they are fighting for survival, and that new management change, really. They are different, aren't they, to what they would have been 3, 4, 5 weeks ago?
Definitely, they'll be a totally different team. We've watched videos on them. They play a different style of play. They pass the ball a lot more now. But as I say, we just need to concentrate on us on Saturday, go out with our game plan, and we'll be okay. We've got to get right from the first whistle, we've got to be right up for it. As though we're playing one of the top teams, we've got to get our heads with the attitude to go out that we're playing a top team. We've got a really hard game, and we'll be okay. With
a week to go till the window closes, will you be pleased just to get back to more of the football and on the pitch stuff?
I've said in the last year, I've really enjoyed it, especially being my first one, and I do like things like this, wheeling and dealing, but as you say, it'll be nice to be settled down where no one else can go and come in, and the team settled in, and we go forward from there, yeah. So I will be pleased to see it go, yeah.
Where are you at in terms of injuries now?
Just the same. Donald and Stewart still out, a few little niggles, but all the lads are okay besides that.
Donald, any closer to a return, do you think?
Well, we don't know. He's gone for a scan today to see how he's getting on with it, and we'll see from there.
Get money for your old phone, MazumaMobile.com.